here. Welcome to our revision session from two mathematics, and we understand that from two mathematics might be challenging to so many students. So I think you don't have to worry about it because we are going to give you some tips which will help you to actually to give you extra confidence. So in this session today, we'll be solving set of mathematical questions from two terminal exams. And so the topics covered here, it is part of the current format tested in Form 2 national exams. Before we begin, let me remind you that practices is the key to success in mathematics. So I'm not expecting you to be watching only the solutions we are solving here. So for you to be able to be comfortable, in catching up with the concept, I think it's really important for you to attempt the questions on your own. So any question we will be solving here, it's better you solve it first before you follow up our solutions. By doing that, you can now compare your answers and you can identify any area for improvement, and then probably you're going to enhance your understanding of the topics at hand. All right, let's just take a quick look at the topics. And so, as I said, the topic will be seen here. They are the topics from the current format. So we'll be seeing Form 2 and Form 1 topics actually embedded together. And the way the topics actually have been covered, most of them, they reflect the current format of Form 2 national exams. So even though this exam is not full format exam, but the way the questions were set, they reflect actually how you're going to be tested in Form 2 national exams. So let us dive in detail, dear students. So from this exam here, the paper consists of 10 questions. The paper consists of 10 questions, and even the national exam students are doing actually have 10 questions, dear students. So students were supposed to answer all questions, and each question carries 10 marks. Answer all answer must be written in the space provided. So there is a space provided. You are supposed to show your work out there. Or writing must be in blue or blanket. So therefore we can use even red pen, no problem, because we are just solving to show you the way it is. So dear students, now here are the questions. To start directly, question number 1. Ali and Catherine completed a round in 20 minutes and 24 minutes respectively. If they started in the same direction, after how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? So basically here we have to find the LCM of 20 and 24. To find the LCM of 20 and 24, so I'll be taking 20 and 24, and we'll be breaking them down into prime factors. So by 2 will be 10, here will be 12. By 2 here will be 5, here will be 6. By 2 will be 3, will be 5, will be 3. We start by 3, will be 5, will be 1, and by 5 will be 1, 1. So LCM, dear students, LCM will be 2 power 3 multiplied by 3 times 5. So this is 8 times 5 times 3. Of course, you get 120 minutes. So as per the question, after how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? Also, after 120 minutes, they will meet again at the certain point, dear students. Uh, we continue with question number 1b. If there were 120, sorry, it was 12,000 fish in a pond and later 8.5% were found dead, what was the new population of the fish in the pond? So basically, 12,000 fish, these are equivalent to 100%. So after 80.5 fish are dead, we are looking actually how many fish will remain, and this will be equivalent to 100% minus 8.5%. So we are looking for x here. So how are you going to find x? You can cross the multiplication and you can say that x will be 12,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 100 minus 8.5. Basically you get 91.5. So divided by it is an apology. So this is, it is 12,000 multiply by 91.5 divided by 100. So when you multiply and divide by 100, dear students, so you take 12,000, you multiply by 91.5, you divide by 100, eventually you get in actually exceed, it is 10,980 fishes. So this is the new population in the pond, dear students. We'll be having 10,980 fishes. Diving into question number 2, work out on the following, giving your answer in meters. So you have 2 centimeter plus 10 decimeter equals to how much meters? So I think you have to change 2 centimeter into meters. So it is 2 over 100 meters plus 10 over 10 meters. So eventually you have 1.02 meters, dear students. 1.02 meters. So as you can see, this one here is equivalent to 1.02 meters. The next one we have 0.85 kilometer. This is equivalent to 850 meters minus 168 meters. So when you subtract, you have 10 minus 8, you get 2. 4 minus 6, 14 minus 6, you get 8. And you have 7 here. 7 minus 1, you get 60. So we are having 682 meters, dear friends. 682, dear students. Right, we go to 2b. Write the number 0.09963 correct to 3 decimal places. So we'll be counting decimal places, and now this is going to be equal to 0. As you can see, we're going to add 1, so it will be 0.100. There is significant figures. It will be 0.0996. hundredth. So for hundredth again will be equal to approximately equal to, it is 0.10, yeah, because we're going to add 1 in 9 over here. So the target, you can see here, have to add 1, it will be again 0.10, dear students. So that is solution for question number 2. Going to question number 3. If 3x plus 43 and 2x minus 28 degree are supplementary angles, find the value of x. So supplementary angles, they add up to 180 degree. Supplementary angles, summation is 180 degree, yes students. So if that is the case, taking 3x plus 43 plus 2x minus 28 equals to 180 degree. 3x plus 2x, you get 5x. 43 minus 28. 43 minus 28, you get 15 positive. So you have plus 15 positive equals to 180 degree. It seems that 5x will be equal to 180 degree minus 15 degree. 5x will be equal to 165. So x will be 165 divided by 5. When you divide by 5, you get 33 degree. So the value of x is 33 degree, dear students. Going to 3b, the perimeter of rectangle is 144 meter. If the width of rectangle is 30 meter, find the area of rectangle. So we are having a rectangle. So this is a rectangle, and we are given that the perimeter is 144 meters. If the width of rectangle is 30 meters, so width is 30 meter. We don't know the length actually, but we are supposed to find area. Okay, so perimeter, you take length plus width multiply by 2. From this you can say that 144 equals to 30 plus L. So 30 plus L equals to 144 divided by 2 equals to 72. So L will be 72 minus 30. L will be 42 meters. So now the area, dear students, will be length times the width, which is 30 meter times 42 meters. When you multiply, you get the area, dear students, will be 1,260 meters square. So that is the area of rectangle. Going to question number 4. Find the possible values of m if the expression x squared plus mx plus 121 is perfect square. So this being given as perfect square, we know that for the quadratic expression to be perfect square, b square is supposed to be equal to 4ac. And from here you can see that actually b is equal to m, a is 1, c is 121. So m square equals to 4 times 1 times 121. So m will be square root of plus or minus square root of 4 times 121. It is plus or minus 2 times 11 equals to plus or minus 22. So m equals to 22 or negative 22, dear friends. That is for A. For B, the cost of one skirt and two blouses is 7,000. If the cost of two skirts and three blouses of the same quality is 1,200, find the cost of each item. It seems that to be a quadratic problem here, simultaneous problem. So the cost of one skirt, we can let xc be the cost of one skirt, and y be the cost of one blouse. So now the cost of one skirt, it means xc plus 2y equals to 7,000. If the cost of two skirt, so 2x, and the three blouses, 3y equals to 12,000. So we're supposed to find the value, the cost of each item. So we'll be solving this quadratic equation here, and I'll be multiplying by 2 here by 1, so that I'm going to do elimination. 2xc plus 4y equals to 14,000, while 2xc plus 3y equal to 12,000. When you eliminate xc, you get y, dear students. You get y here equals to 2,000. So the value of xc is 2,000. What about x? From the equation number 1, we can say that xc plus 2y is 7,000. So xc plus 2 times y, it is 2,000, equals to 7,000. So xc will be 7,000 minus 4,000. So xc will be equal to 3,000. And from this information here, we know that the cost of the skirt is xc. So skirt's cost is 3,000, and the blouses cost is 2,000 shilling. All these are Tanzanian shillings, dear students. We proceed with question number 5. A mixture is made up of powders A and B in the ratio 5:4. If 72 kg of this mixture are required, how much of each powder should be used? So ratio A to B is 5:4, and 72 kg is required. So basically kgs to be used for A will be 5/9 multiplied by 72 kgs. You get a 9(1), and then 8, you get 40 kgs. So B, you can just take 72 kg minus 40 kg, you're getting 32 kg, dear friends. We go to B. How much money will you lend in order to get 48,000 shilling interest at 6% if you lend it for 6 months? So how much money will you lend? We are looking for principal, dear students. To get interest of 48,000 shilling, We're given the rate is 6% and the time is 60 over 12 years. So we know that PRT over 100 equals to simple interest. From here we are looking for P. P will be 100 times interest divided by RT. So P will be 100 multiplied by 48,000 Tanzania shilling divided by R, which is 60 times 0.5. So basically, when we simplify this expression here, we get 1600. We have other 3 zeros. So it is 1 million. We have to borrow actually 1,600,000 shillings at the principal to get the interest of 48,000 shilling. So the principal amount to be lended is this amount here, dear students. The principal to be lended is going to be 1,600,000 shilling. Thank you. Going to question number 6. The line 8x plus qy equals 12 crosses the y-axis at -2. Find the value of q. So we were given a line, it is 8x plus qy equals to 12. If it passes through y-axis, it means the value of x is 0. So you have 0, -2 at the point where the line passes, and you're supposed to find the value of q. So we're going to substitute. We'll be substituting actually this point into this equation. So you have 8 times 0 plus q times -2 equals to 12. -2q equals 12. It means q 12 over -2, you get -6. So the value of q, the value of q is -6, dear students. You go to question number 6b. Question number 6b, find the equation of line passing through point -1, -3, -2, -5. So the way we're going to solve this equation here, dear students, the way we're going to solve this question, we are going to assume this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. And you know that the slope is change in y over change in x. And by this case, we'll be taking y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So from here, you get -5 minus -3 divided by -2 minus -1. So this is -5 plus 3 over -2 plus 1. So the slope, dear students, will be -2 over -1, which is equal to 2. Now the equation, we're going to use y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. So from here, we're going to substitute now the values y minus y1, which is -3, equals to m, which is 2, x minus x1, which is -1. So the equation is y plus 3 equals to 2x plus 1. You open the bracket, you have y equals to 2x plus 2 minus 3. So basically, the equation is y equals to 2x minus 1. So this is the equation. of a line with the above credentials, dear students. We go to question number 7, and this is question number 7A. Question number 7A, given that 3 over 2 power 3 x equals to 16 over 20, determine the value of x. So you have 3 over 2 power 3x equals to, I think this is 2 power 4 over 3 power 4. So we can extend further to this is 3 over 2 power 3x equals to 2 over 3 power 4. But then we can reciprocate this one here to be 3 over 2 power 3x equals to 3 over 2 power negative 4. And by doing that, now you can see that bases are the same. And when bases are the same, dear students, we can compare exponents. So you can say that 3x equals to negative 4. The value of x will be negative 4 over 3. And we were supposed to determine the value of x. And the value of x, dear students, is negative 4 over 3. Thank you. We go to question number 7B. Rationalize the denominator of the expression. So to rationalize this denominator, we are going to multiply by square root of 7 plus 2 root 5. Square root of 7 plus 2 root 5. So to proceed, now you have 4 root 3 over root 7 minus 2 root 5. We multiply by root 7 plus 2 root 5 divided by root 7 plus 2 root 5. So we are going to open the bracket. In the numerator, you have 4 root 3 times root 7 plus, it is 4 times 2, it is 8. You have root 3 times root 5 divided by, it is square root of 7 square minus 2 square root of 5 square. Here we used the difference of 2 squares, dear students. So to simplify, it's very important to remember that the square root of a multiplied by b, this is square root of b times the square root of a. So from these two expressions here, we can say we have 4 square root of 21 plus 8 square root of 15 divided by 7 minus 4 times 5. So you continue simplifying, you have 4 square root of 21 minus 8 square root of 15 divided by, this is plus, divided by 7 minus 20, you get negative 13. So you can just say it is negative in the bracket. You have 4 square root of 21 plus 8 square root of 15 divided by 13, dear students. That is how we are supposed to rationalize the denominator. Going to question number 8. In the following figure, OA equals to OC. So we're given that OA equals to OC. And OB equals to OD. Prove that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. So here the proof, dear students. We were given in triangle AOB, we see that AO is equal to OC, and this is given. But also we have BO equals to OD. Again, this is given. And we have these angles here. They are equal. They are corresponding angles. They are opposite, vertically opposite angles, sorry. So we can see that actually A or B, on the angle A or B equals to angle C or D. C or D are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So if that is the case, you can see that actually we have two angles and two sides and one angles, which are exactly equal in these two angles, in these two triangles. So we can conclude, therefore, triangle A or B is congruent to triangle D or C by side angle side. So this is side angle side theorem. So by this theorem, these two triangles actually are congruent. Going to question number 8b. From the figure below, angle ABC is 90. So ABC, this angle here is 90. DE is 6.4. DE 6.4 centimeter. BE 3.60. BE 3.60. So 3.60 centimeter, and BC 4.5, and BC here 4.5 centimeter. So if triangle ABC is similar to DBE, find the value of length AC. So since triangle ABC is similar to triangle DBE, it means the ratio of corresponding sides are equal. And so we can say here that we're looking for AC, by the way, AC, okay? So I can say that BE divided by BC is equal to DE divided by AC. So what is BE? BE 3.6 centimeter divided by 4.5 centimeter equals to 6.4 centimeter divided by AC. We don't know the value of it. So from here, you can say that AC equals to 4.5 multiplied by 6.4 divided by 3.6. So when you multiply, we come to know that AC is going to be 8 centimeter. Yes, students. We go to question number 9. We're about to come to the end of this paper. Solve the value of x. So from this equation, we're supposed to find the value of x. And here you have x plus 5 over x minus 3 equals to x. So you cross the multiplication, eventually you have x plus 5 equals to x minus 3. X plus 5 equals to x squared minus 3x collected 8 times. So x squared minus 3x minus x minus 5 equals to 0. X squared minus 4x minus 5 equals to 0. We can factorize actually this expression. It is x squared minus 5x plus x minus 5 equals to 0 by splitting the middle term. So you have x minus 5 plus 1 x minus 5 equals to 0. So x plus 1 x minus 5 equals to 0. From here you can see that actually x plus 1 equals to 0, or x minus 5 equals to 0, meaning x is negative 1 or x is 5, dear students. So that is solution for the given question number 9. Go to question number 9b. A stone is thrown upward after time t second. Its height h meters is given by the equation here. So we have h equals to 30t minus 5t squared. Find the time when the stone is 25 meters high. So when h equals to 25 meters, it means you have negative 5t squared plus 30t equals to 25. You can divide by negative 5 throughout, so t squared by negative 5 plus 30t divided by negative 5, 25 by negative 5. So you have t squared minus 6t equals to negative 5. It is t squared minus 6t plus 5 equals to 0. So we're going to split the middle term. So it is t squared minus 5t minus t plus 5 equals to 0. You have t minus 5 minus 1 t minus 5 equals to 0. T minus 1 t minus 5 equals to 0. So this is quadratic expression whereby now t minus 1 equals to 0, or t minus 5 equals to 0. So t is 1 second, or t is 5 seconds.